I know a lot of times things outside of us are trying to control so much inside of us, right? The reason why we go through things are usually because we're experiencing things outside of us, and we're humans. So I'm not telling you to be some robot to be like, oh, I'm going to ignore everything that's going on in my life. But when things go on in your life, I want you to live in a different perspective. I want you to remind yourself that there's more to your life than what you're going through. There's more to your life than what that person is saying about you. There's more to your life than what this world is trying to give you. And you got to remind yourself of that, because there is a constant battle, man, for your worth. There's a constant battle for your peace. There's a constant battle for your soul. And how we get defeated is not the things that come against us. It's the things that we let inside of us. In today's message, I really want to focus on the things that are coming against you. And I want to tell you this, that yes, they might try to intend it to harm you, but always know it can work out for your good. They might try to put evil on your life. Everybody ain't praying for you to make it. That's facts. Everybody don't want to see you win. Everybody don't want to see you happy. Sometimes your happiness irritates people. Some people even close to you aren't happy for your happiness. Not because they hate you, but because they don't love themselves. And sometimes what happens in our life is that we start to feel guilty for our growth. We start to feel guilty for our joy. We start to feel guilty for our successes. And we start to allow things outside of us to control inside of us, and we start to limit our life. And I want to tell you right now, this is the message that you have to understand. Stop giving them power to control your life. Their intentions to do you harm, their intentions to stop your life, I want to tell you right now, that can't happen without your permission. This world can't control you without your permission. Their lies can't stop you without your permission. The gossip that they spread about you cannot stop you without your permission. The hate that they try to put on your soul and your life can't stop you without your permission. You got to stop giving them so much power to control you. Please. I understand it hurts. I understand that it's hard. I understand that it's hard not to fight back. I understand it's hard not to give pain when someone gives you pain. I know it's hard not to do somebody wrong that did you wrong. But when you operate like that, when you allow their power to dictate your actions, when you allow their actions to dictate how you move, how you operate, how you live this life, you're giving them power to control your life. If they're controlling how you feel about yourself, you're giving them power to control your life. If they're making you feel like you're less, you're giving them power to control your life. If them getting you out of character, you're giving them power to control your life. At some point, you got to stop giving the power to the people and things and places that's making you feel powerless. At some point, you have to wake up and say, you know what? I can't control what they try to do. I can't control what they're doing. I can't control their plans to hurt me. I can't control their plans to harm me. I can't control what they try to put on my life. I can't control the stains they try to put on my character. But what can I control? And that's the question I want to ask you this morning. What can you control? You can control how you show up. You can control how you respond. You can control what you let to penetrate your soul, to penetrate your mind, because the greatest war you ever gonna have, I told you this a million times, is not the war outside of you. It's not the war with people. It's not the battle with things, with circumstances. It's the war here. It's not allowing the things outside of you to control what's inside of you. And it's a battle for your peace every single day. That's why I tell you to protect your peace. That's why I tell you how you start your day will influence your day. It's like putting on armor to go to war every single day. But a lot of us, what we do is we give the power to people in our past to control our future. So my hope for everybody watching me right now and hearing my voice is that you wake up, is that you realize that nothing can stop you without your permission. And you go live your life. But Trent, my circumstance, okay, let those circumstances that is working against you work for you. And how you do that is that you don't surrender to your pain. You don't surrender to hate. You don't surrender to gossip. You don't surrender to to hurt. You don't surrender to those things. And you know what? You surrender to God and realize God got a plan that's bigger than your life, than any person that's trying to harm your life. God got a plan that's bigger in your life than any job that's fired you. God got a plan that's bigger in your life than any pain that you're currently going through. And you got to realize there's more to your life than those things. And once you understand that, you realize those things that come against you can't stop you. You realize that you are unstoppable. And everybody watching this live right now, I'm not saying this because it sounds good. I'm not saying this because it's motivating. I'm not saying it because it's going to make you feel good. It's truth. You are unstoppable because you have someone inside of you that is greater than anything is outside of you. He that is in you is greater than anything in this world. When you going to start living like that? I know it's hard when people are close to you are talking about you, not supporting you. But at the end of the day, you got God's support. It don't matter who don't support you. How do you know, Trent? I'm a living witness. But Trent, they talking about me. They spreading lies about me. They spreading hate about me. Who cares what they say about you? Well, you know the truth about yourself. Oh, Trent, my ex is trying to control me. He's trying to control the narrative of my life, trying to ruin my character, my reputation. Let them talk and you keep living. Stop surrendering to the things that you can't control, man. At some point in your life, you got to wake up and realize that life is damn short. Life is damn short. And when you truly understand that, no, I know we hear it. I know we hear it. But when you truly understand that tomorrow is not promised, that tomorrow is not given, people ask all the time, man, how did you deal with your mom? How did that work for you? Because people always ask, well, Trent, how did you turn grief into greatness? How did you see your mom passing away as something that could help your life? I'll tell you how. For one, I deal with grief every single day with my mother. So don't think I'm some robot that's always positive. But I remind myself every time grief seeps into my soul, I remind myself that, one, I can't bring my mom back. I remind myself that she's healed. I remind myself that her duty on this earth, her race of life has come to her finish line. So I celebrate her because we all going to have our finish line one day. But I remind myself of this. Listen, I allow that to make me love on my loved ones more. I allow that to make me cherish time more. I allow that to make me live in purpose more. I allow that to get the most out of my damn life because I realize life is short and we never know when it's going to end. Some of us, we hear that, but we don't understand that. And some of us, what we're going to do is spend our whole entire life, wasting minutes on people that don't matter, on things that don't matter, on small things that we are making major, instead of going to live our damn life that is precious every single day and getting the most out of our life. I get it, your circumstances aren't favorable. But you know what? You are highly favored regardless if your circumstances are favorable or not. I get it. You know, maybe you don't have a support system, but you know what? You got the greatest support system. You just look up, hit your knees every single day, pray to God, because God got you. When God got you, can't nothing stop you. Can't no hater stop God's favor. Can you realize that? Can you understand that? Do you believe that? Because when you believe that, man, you walk in a different type of power. I got things around me every single day that are meant to make me powerless. Comparison is around me every single day. Hate is in my comments every single day. Circumstances aren't favorable sometimes, right? I would say every single day, but sometimes. You know what? And instead of choosing to focus my energy on those things, I focus my energy on what I can control. I focus my energy on how I can respond. I focus my energy on what can I give today. And the question that I want to ask you right now is, forget tomorrow, forget yesterday, forget next year, forget next month. What can you give today? What can you give today that's going to put the power in your hands? And maybe it's making the decision to drink water today instead of soda. Maybe it's making the decision to meditate today, pray today. Maybe it's making a decision to put some greens into your diet today. Maybe it's making a decision to go for a walk today instead of spending 45 minutes on social media comparing your life today. I don't know what it is for you, but at some point you got to wake up and you got to stop using the excuse. And I know that's a tough word for y'all. I get it. It's a tough word to me. It kind of makes me feel like, oh, Trent, you picking on me. No, I'm not picking on you. I'm talking to you like this because I know the greatness inside you. And you need to stop living like you aren't capable of greatness when you are. But at some point, you got to stop using the excuses of this person did me wrong. This person left me. This job fired me. These things happen. I understand it. I'm not dismissing your truth. I'm not saying that doesn't hurt. But at the end of the day, how are you going to respond, man? At the end of the day, how are you going to step up when things are trying to hold you back? How are you going to progress when things are trying to regress your life? Don't let the things that happen in your life define your life. Let those things refine your life. What do I mean? Trent, what do you mean by that? I have an injury right now. A lot of y'all know about this. I'm not letting this define my life. This won't be the end of my story to say, oh man, I tore my Achilles. So you know what? I can't do certain things no more. I'm gonna be depressed. I'm gonna sit on my butt. Trust me, depression is available to me every single day. I got a choice to choose to accept it or choose to say, man, forget this depression. I'm going to work through this and remind myself that this is working for me. This is going to work out for my greatness. Even if it was meant to break me, I know this is going to build me in some form, some fashion. Right? I'm going to choose every single day. And I'm not going to choose a limitation. I'm going to choose something that elevates my life. And that's what I need you to do. It's easy to choose it. We can talk about all those things all we want, man. This person did this and this. Is that going to be the rest of your story? How are you going to respond? I know that it happened. I'm not dismissing the fact that it happened. But there's another chapter than this one. There's another chapter in your life than this one. You realize that, right? This don't have to be the rest of your story. It don't. That decision is on you. So how are you going to respond? That's what I want to know. Life is less about what happens to you and more about how you respond to what happens to you. How are you going to use the things that were trying to use you? How are you going to flip the script and say, you were trying to break me. You were trying to break me, but guess what? I use this to build me. You were trying to cause harm in my life, but guess what? It worked out for my good. Yep, you were trying to plant that evil, but you know what? Ended up being the biggest blessing for my life. Right? You were sitting there trying to tear me down, but guess what? It built me up. I say it all the time when people pass hating comments. I say, don't y'all realize when you hating in somebody's comments, especially on social media, you're really bringing more engagement to their page. You're actually really paying them pretty much. You thinking your hate is hurting them, but you're really helping them. The best thing you can do if you hate somebody is to ignore them, to pay them no attention, because when you engage with them, it creates engagement, which works for you. I say it all the time. And it's the same thing in your life, man. Don't be so sensitive to think, man, like these people are coming against me. They can stop me. Why are you giving them power like that? They ain't God. They didn't create you. So why are you allowing them to control you? Right? They didn't create your destiny for your life. They're not in control of that. Why are you allowing them to dictate the directions of your life? How are you going to respond? If you're going to respond with power, put power in the comments. If you're going to respond with progression, put progression in the comments. And don't say it if you don't mean it, because listen, man, we know life is short, right? But a lot of us, how we respond is we respond with limitations. We respond with depression. We respond with, oh, my life is not fair. We respond with blame, and rightfully so, man. When life is hard, trust me, I've been there in my life, right? When life is hard, we look for reasons to justify how we feel. I get it, but I want to tell you this, and please don't take this out of context. Forget how you feel and remember what's real. Forget the lies that the world's trying to put on you, trying to make you feel about yourself. Oh, I'm not enough, or I'll never be enough because look at this person's life, or they said this about me, or this person's progressing more than me, or this person has more than me, and you look out. Forget all that. Remember the facts. There's only one you. That's a fact. God has a plan for you. That's a fact. You're unstoppable. That's a fact. You have greatness inside you. That's a fact. Those are facts. That's not popular opinion. Those are facts. Those are facts. How are you going to respond? That is my question to you. Because your situation, I got to be real with y'all and straight up with y'all. You know, some of these people on here make you feel good, massage you. I got to be real with y'all and straight up with y'all as I leave here today. Your situation will not change if you do not make changes. It's facts. Your situation will look no different if you don't do anything different. It's facts. You got to get up and do something different. And that something different might not have anything to do with your situation. Maybe you say that's something different. You know what? I'm a better my health today. Even though your health has nothing to do with maybe your circumstance. You say, I'm a better my health today. Because when you create small wins in your life, two things happen. Number one, it creates confidence in your soul. And confidence creates change. Confidence equals power. Confidence equals consistency, right? And consistency equals confidence. Then also it shows you that you can still move forward despite. Also, it shows you there's more to your life despite. Also, it shows you there's a next level to your life, despite. Life will never be perfect. When we look at circumstance, I can find something right now in my life. Be like, it's weeds in my garden. Can't see it, but I'm like, dang, my garden ain't perfect right now. But that ain't gonna stop me from watering it. I can find something right now. Dang, this ain't going right. Yeah, maybe that's true. But what is going right in my life, and what can I create and persuade and influence to go right in my life? You know, and there's a lot of things, man. I see in the comments, a lot of comments are things you can't control, man. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all spend so much damn energy on things that you can't control. You are giving power to things that you can't control or change. Think about that. Like, please, there's so much energy that you're giving power to that you can't control. If it's something outside of you, you can't control it. I'm not saying that you can't persuade it, influence to change it, but you can't control it. And I see it in the comments every day, and it hurts my soul because I see so many people put their focus on things that they can't control. When it comes to protecting your peace, focus is so important because there's a war, a battle, a constant battle for your focus. It's a constant battle for your focus. To take your focus off of what you can control and place it on what you can't. And you feel paralyzed because you're waiting on somebody to change. You're waiting on somebody to believe in you. You're waiting on something to happen in your life to make you live in a certain type of way. And most people live their damn life waiting, man, as if tomorrow is guaranteed. You got to stop wasting minutes and live in purposeful minutes. That's a part of protecting your peace. You want to live a better life? Start living in purposeful minutes. Trends, what's purposeful minutes? Minutes that are spent in purpose. Minutes that are spent in the things that you can't control and bettering your life. Just do this simple tactic. This is a part of my book, Protect Your Peace, that's coming out next year. Y'all like, Trent, you talking about next year books, but I'm writing it right now. Write a guide to overcoming the constant battles of life. Do this right now, okay? Reflect on yesterday or even this weekend and ask yourself, how much time did you spend on things that you can't control? And be real with yourself. Don't post it on Facebook. Don't post it in the comments. This is for you. How much time did you spend on things that you can't control? How much time? How much time did you spend in wasted minutes, as I call it? WT, wasted minutes, right? Maybe scrolling on social media for no reason, maybe in comparison, maybe in pain, maybe in, worried about how much time. And you're human, it happens, right? It happens to me. But I check myself because I say, you know what? If I live all my time in wasted minutes, guess what? I'm going to live a wasted life. I'm going to look back and live in regret and like, damn, I spent so much time worried about a person that has moved on from me. Damn, I spent so much time trying to get this person to believe in me when they didn't believe in themselves. Damn, I spent so much time on social media scrolling, comparing my life instead of building confidence in my soul. Dang, I spent so much time in my life not living in my gifts, but living in my insecurities. Dang, I spent so much time in my life believing that I'm worthless when God has given me worth. Dang. What's purposeful minutes? You live in purpose. And purpose don't got nothing to do with circumstance, ain't got nothing to do with praise, ain't got nothing to do with followers, ain't got nothing to do with how many people like your posts. Like, let's get that out the way. Purposeful minutes. And some people say, Trent, I don't know my purpose. Go get the book, The Greatest You, my book. All right, talk about that and I'll share this with you right quick. Follow the passion in your heart when it comes to purpose. Realize that you are purpose. Please, God created you for purpose, on purpose. Start living in that. Your purpose on this earth is to create if you're a believer, right, to lead people closer to God. Your purpose on this earth is to create goodness in this earth. As best as you can is to help somebody else. Start living in purpose, please. Because if you don't, nothing will change, man. Some of y'all come on this live, you expecting a message just change your life. Oh, Trent, if you just say the right thing, it's going to completely change. Maybe that miracle happens every once in a while, but I know this is true. The message isn't going to change you. The message might inspire you, might motivate you. The change is going to happen when you do that dark and deep work in your life to say, you know what? This is how I'm going to live the rest of my life. This is how I'm going to operate every single day. This is how I'm going to show up for myself every single day. And over time, those things change. A lot of us, we want this microwave change, this overnight change. It doesn't take overnight change. Overnight change is not going to happen. It takes a lot of nights of prayer, a lot of nights of fasting, a lot of nights of intention, a lot of nights of focus, a lot of nights of appreciation, a lot of mornings spent in gratitude. It takes a lot of time to create change, y'all. You don't plant a flower and expect the flower to grow in a week. You got to water that thing. Why are we expecting things to just happen overnight in our life? But you know what? It's happening every single day in your life. It's happening. The change might not show itself for a month, for 3 months, for 5 months, but the change is happening every single day. I hope y'all get that. You know, healing is an overtime process. It's not an overnight process. And I believe every human being will spend the rest of their life healing from something. Healing from something. So I want to say I'm proud of you. I appreciate you, man. And hopefully you don't take this message as like, oh, Trent's picking on me or stepping on my toes, man. Y'all know, man, everything in my soul is coming from a place of love because I truly care. I just don't want to see you waste your life. I don't want to see you living in powerless when you are powerful. I don't want to see that. And I know it's hard, man, when your circumstances, I know it's hard when the things around you are trying to control everything inside you. But again, the things around you can't control the things inside you without your permission. That's why it's important to protect your peace. That's why it's important starting your day off with messages like this or just going to talk to God in the morning, going for a walk. That's why it's important to end your day with gratitude. That's why it's important to check in throughout the day, reminding yourself of your promises that you made to yourself. That's why it's important to understand where you're going with your life and what you want out of life. That's why it's important to create meanings for your life so you can live a more meaningful life. I know y'all feel that. That's why it's important, y'all. It's important. It's important. It's important. It's important. You are powerful beyond measure. Not because of who you are, but because of whose you are. I don't know if y'all feel me, man. But hopefully somebody does. Drop a heart if you do. And I wanted to share that with you. I'm going to share a huge win in my life. I'm going to show you how simple it was to most of you. I'm like, Trent, what? So yesterday, a lot of y'all know, right? I have this injury. And yesterday was the first day in probably, 2 months that I was able to get on a stationary bike in my house and be able to ride that bike. And as I was riding that bike, man, I had tears in my eyes, man. Something that I've done, for years, riding that same bike, hating being on that bike because I'm tired. But I haven't been able to work out at all for the last 2 months. My workouts have been mental for the last 2 months. I haven't had a physical workout since I had my injury. And I had tears in my eyes because I realized, like, dang, man, like I'm able to do this. Like I'm progressing. I might not be walking the way I want to walk, but I'm progressing. And I was happy and I was grateful. And it made me realize, and I want to tell y'all this. And again, I know this is so like duh and simple. And it's so simple that we don't understand how powerful it is because we expect powerful to be complicated instead of simple. But the most powerful things are the simplest things in our life. And I realized, like, dang, man, I can't wait to be able to just walk without pain. I can't wait to just be able to walk without a limp, and I know I know there's other people in the world that have way bigger injuries and way bigger things, but, this is personal to me. That perspective definitely helps me, but I'm not going to dismiss my struggles, based upon, how people feel if it's a struggle or not. It's a struggle for me. And I said, man, I just can't wait to go for a walk. I just can't wait to be able to just walk around the block, and I'm going to enjoy that walk, and I'm going to smile with that walk. So I share that to say a simple moment yesterday brought tears to my eyes and joy because of the simple things that truly matter. The simple things that truly matter. I want y'all to understand that, man. And when we can create and find simple happiness, our life will be more fulfilled. You say, Trent, what's simple happiness? Simple happiness is maybe on this live this morning, right? Nothing major, simple, but it's bringing joy in your soul. Simple happiness is going outside, looking at your flowers and being like, man, those flowers bring me joy because they blossom. And simple happiness is looking around at your family like, man, my family's together, my family's alive, my family's healthy. Simple happiness is being able to go in your refrigerator and just drink water and be like, man, I'm glad I got it. You know what I mean? Simple happiness is just being happy that it's morning time, that you woke up. Kids have simple happiness, and that's why they're always fulfilled. As we become adults, and I'll leave with this, we make happiness such a complicated thing to experience and find. We think we need to have all these things to make us happy, man. And that's why a lot of us are unhappy. So I'll talk about that on another live. I appreciate y'all. I love you guys. I know a lot of you asking about Protect Your Peace Mastermind. Look on my podcast tomorrow. I'll have information about that, how you can sign up for it, things like that, different things we're doing. The Art of Moving On program is coming out September 1st. That'll be on the website, all of those things. I know a lot of y'all are having trouble moving on with your life. I'm going to help you move on, not just move forward with your life. So listen to the podcast straight up. Tap in with me. Follow me on Instagram, all those things. I got to go. All right. Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. Look, I'll show y'all right quick. I'm actually walking a little bit. No boot, even though I got to wear my boot. Oh, my doctor ain't seeing this, but I'm progressing. Last week I couldn't walk a lick. Now I'm walking a bit. And that's lit. Peace out, y'all. Make sure I check out my YouTube, too. A lot of y'all ask, like, where the videos at. They're on my YouTube, Trent Shelton. You can check that out. Appreciate y'all. Let's get it.